for Standard Open. I'm Glenn Jones here at the Sideboard with Austin Yost. We just saw Austin take down a match in the SCG Live Arena. What was your opponent playing?
My opponent was playing red-black zombies.
Red-black zombies?
Yeah.
All right. A little splash of the red instead of the blue or the green, and you are playing Grixis Control.
Grixis Control.
All right, so what made you want to play Grixis Control this weekend?
The decks I really wanted to build my deck to beat were zombies, Mono Green Infect, and Delver. And I figured that Whipflare, Slagstorm, and Pillar of Flame were all really good against them, so that's where I started. It's just the red base. And then I just decided that Nicol Bolas was the most exciting card I could cast at the top end. Like, Titans are fine and all, but Nicol Bolas is Nicol Bolas, so that's where I wanted to go. So,
in testing, did you lose any game where you resolved a Nicol Bolas?
I've never lost a game where I resolved a Nicol Bolas.
A stern boost of confidence for resolving that card. Did you try anything else, or was he pretty much just where you wanted to be?
He was pretty much where I always wanted to be. But I picked up a tip from a friend that builds decks a lot. So when I first started, I actually built a Grixis Singleton deck. So I started there just to try as many cards as possible. So there used to be Grizzlebrand and some other stuff, but Nicol Bolas was just always what I wanted to have.
That's actually pretty funny. I could see that being a relatively helpful exercise to figuring out what cards you want to play.
Yeah, that's where I have two Amass the components in the deck, and that's where I got that idea from. I had one in there, and it was always awesome. So
okay. Are there any other especially unique cards in the list? We're gonna try and get the list up for you guys so you can actually see it. But
yeah, I think most of it's pretty normal. It's just like Desperate Ravens and stuff like that. But I have two Amass the components and two Lone Revenant.
Lone Revenant. How's he been performing?
He's been very good. You don't normally have another creature, and just being able to the hexproof ability, you always invest your mana in the guy, and they can never deal with him, and he just lets you stay ahead because you always get the card.
Okay.
So
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, you have a lot of spot removal just to make sure he always connects, and then you can replace it or whatever.
What sort of decks do you consider not great matchups or possibly scary to be?
The hardest matchups are just anything that runs more like planeswalkers and stuff like that than creatures. The creature matchups are all pretty easy and pretty straightforward, but having to deal with other Tamios and Gideons and stuff like that is a lot more difficult.
Do you have a lot of sideboard for that, or are you mostly just?
Yeah, I have a couple of counter spells and a Jace, just mow them out, and a Volition Grains to take their stuff. So that's been pretty helpful. I've ultimated a couple other people's Tamios.
So this win put you to 3-0 in the tournament.
Yep.
What were your round 1 and 2 victories over?
Round 1 I played against humans. The Curse of Death Sold and the sideboard were very helpful, and then I played against Trading Posts last round.
So that's a grind.
Yeah, but he just didn't have an answer for Nicol Bolas. I played a game 1 and +3 and he scooped. So.
Well, I mean, then he deserved to lose. He came completely unprepared for the inevitability of Nicol Bolas. So you went with Grixis Control. Did you consider any other control archetypes? You said you came in wanting to beat aggro decks, so I assume that means you didn't really want to play one, even though you're known for playing aggro in Legacy.
Yeah, I just wanted to play something that can kill everyone's dudes and play some big exciting spells. So
seems like you got to start with red-black and splash in a little blue then on that one. How far was your drive to get here, actually?
I live in Parker, actually, so I just live
real close?
I live 20 minutes away.
Kind of in your wheelhouse. I didn't realize you were that close.
A little closer to home than DC.
Yeah. And for Legacy tomorrow, you've already told me you are playing Burn once again. No surprises to anyone at home who follows you. But have you made any changes to your Burn list?
I haven't made any changes since Grand Prix Atlanta, but that list is different from the one in January.
Oh, okay.
So I am running Grim Lava Mentor again. The deck kind of needs a way to deal with Athalia out of Maverick and stuff like that. It's not like a Chain Lightning. And I'm running Vexing Devil. I ran 4 in Grand Prix Atlanta, and the only time he didn't do 4 damage was when he got Force of Will.
So the 1-mana Mind Rot's still all right, not doing so bad. Well, we've got round 4 coming up pretty soon, and you need to win it. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Thanks for joining us. We might see Austin again later, but we're going to throw to a break real quick and be back with round 4 of the Standard Open.
On September 1st and 2nd, the StarCityGames.com